I don't trust printers. I never have. I don't care how new it is, how fancy it looks, or how many buttons it has. It could have a touchscreen, LED lights, Bluetooth, built-in Netflix, and I still know deep in my soul that it will betray me. Because printers were never made to help us. Printers were made to humble us. Printer ink is the most expensive fluid on the planet that isn't made of diamonds, dragon spit, or Elon Musk's tears. Like, how did we get here? How did we let this happen? You go to the store and you are like, hey, I just ran out of black ink. Let me go grab a refill. Makes sense. Sounds affordable. But wrong. That one tiny box of ink, smaller than a juice box, probably filled with about 3 tablespoons of regret, and it cost 45 bucks. For black. Not even color. 45 bucks for a substance I could spill in one sneeze. And bro, do you know what else costs less than printer ink? Actual human blood. 1 pint of human blood, you know, the stuff that keeps people from turning into dust, is cheaper than the thing that prints out your math homework. If that's not a red flag, I don't know what is. And the printer knows. It knows you are poor. It waits. It sends it. You press print and it's like, I'm out of yellow. Bro, I'm printing a black and white document. Why do you need yellow for that? What is the yellow doing? Is it there for moral support? I once printed my essay and the printer was like, cannot proceed. Magenta is low. Magenta? I'm not even using magenta, I just wanted words, but the printer's like, no fam, no magenta no go. Bro, it's like living with a drama queen roommate who refuses to do dishes because the sponge feels weird today. Also, have you seen how much the printer costs? You can get a whole printer, a big one, for like 60 bucks, but the ink that goes inside it, 85. That's like buying a car for 200 bucks and then paying 500 for the steering wheel. And they do it on purpose. It's a trap. The printers are cheap because they know the ink is where the real crime happens. It's the trap house of technology. You are not buying a printer. You are buying a lifelong subscription to financial plan. And you can't even just switch brands. Because every printer needs its own special ink. Like, oh sorry, this one takes HP61 XL Super Mega Ultra Paint Edition. Like bro, it's ink. I shouldn't have to Google what flavor your printer drinks just to print a PDF. And you can't try to outsmart it with off-branding. You put that third-party ink there and the printer will literally throw a tantrum. Unrecognized cartridge detected. Bro, relax. Not a security threat. What do you think I'm gonna do? Commit crimes with budget magenta? And sometimes it doesn't even say anything. It just prints nothing. You will send the document, it will make the little noise like it's working hard, it will act like it's sweating there, and then you get a blank sheet of paper, like a ghost touched it, like the printer just gave up halfway through life. I have met children with more emotional stability than a printer on low ink, and what's crazy is they lie. The ink cartridge isn't even empty when it says it's empty. You shake it and it's like, yeah, I still got some juice in me, but the printer's like, nope, system failure, go spend money. They basically gaslight you. The printer is gaslighting you. Also, if you leave a printer alone for more than 6 minutes, it forgets how to exist. You come back after lunch and it's like, printer offline. How? I never turned you off. You were fine this morning. What did you do while I was gone? Bro, once I turned my printer off and back on and it said, printer needs to update. Update what? You have been printing the same crap since 2004. What do you need? More ways to ruin my life? I don't trust them. I don't trust their little blinking lights. I don't trust their paper jam lights. I don't trust that weird humming noise they make at 3 AM. They are plotting something. I know they are. At this point I would rather chisel my homework into stone tables than deal with printer ink again. At least stone doesn't need magenta. And if you think I'm being dramatic, you have clearly never tried printing something 5 minutes before class, watch the printer spit out one page, freeze, scream about low ink, and then die. That's not technology. That's betrayal. I swear printers were designed by people who hate people. Like there is no way a functioning human with empathy looked at this little demon box and said, yeah, this makes sense. Let's release it. No, this was revenge. Somebody got bullied in school and said, when I grow up, I'm going to invent a machine that looks helpful but ruins everyone's life slowly. And congrats, you did it. You won. Because nothing humbles a person faster than a printer not working. You could be a straight-A student, try genius, and at the moment the printer says, error, paper jam, you become a caveman. You are flipping open trays, yelling at it, feeding paper like it's a ritual sacrifice. You start pulling out paper like it's a game of operation. One wrong tag and the whole thing explodes. And for what? A single sheet of paper that just says page 1? Bro, you ever get that message like, ink is low, please replace cartridge, and then it keeps printing fine for 3 more months? It's lying. It's faking. I believe it's a straight up con artist. That's like your car saying, no gas left, and then driving another state with zero problems. At this point I don't even buy real ink, I just lie to the printer. I open it, close it, smack it a little, whisper, "You are full, king." And sometimes it believes me. You have to gas up your printer emotionally, like it's got self-esteem issues. Bro, you ever try refilling ink at home? You gotta wear gloves, lay out newspaper, summon 3 wizards, and it still ends with ink on your shirt and sadness in your soul. It's not a refill, it's a crime scene. You try to save money and end up looking like you fought a squid. It's like the printer wants me to fail. It's not malfunctioning, it's flooding. This is sabotage. It's on the assignment. It heard the due date and decided to ruin lives. And you can't even fix it with customer service. You call the helpline and it's just a robot reading off a script from 2008. Did you try turning it off and on again? Yes! I also tried praying, I tried begging, I tried bargaining with dark forces, nothing works. And when you finally get a human, they are just like, have you tried updating your drivers? Bro, I don't even know what a driver is. I thought that was a golf thing. I'm just trying to print this worksheet before my sanity runs out. Honestly, if you told me printer ink was made from unicorn tears, I would believe it. That's the only thing that makes sense. That and the fact that it's being harvested from another dimension where logic doesn't exist. At this point I'm convinced there is one printer factory in the world and it runs by a team of trolls just pressing buttons and laughing at us. They make the cartridges tiny on purpose. Meanwhile I'm out here bleeding from my wallet trying to keep this thing fed. Printer reacting like a spoiled child. I want more ink. I'm jammed. I don't wanna connect to the Wi-Fi. I need an update. Bro, you are a printer. Chill. I'm tired of being held hostage by a plastic rectangle with an attitude. I'm tired of choosing between groceries and CYAN. I am tired of explaining to my teacher why my essay looks like it was written in invisible ink. And I'm tired of having to shake the cartridge like a glow stick just to get one more page. At this point, I would rather just handwrite everything with a quill. And my tears, that's how done I am. So if you're out there, HP Canon Epson, whoever you are, just know that I see you. I know your game, and I will not be buying your $80 disappointment juice ever again. Unless I run out, then I will probably cry and buy 2.